Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into a surprisingly brilliant piece of educational design. And believe it or not, it's hidden inside a story written for second graders. It is an absolute masterclass in how to explain a scientific concept. And it all starts with this one simple line, the central mystery from a children's play. This sentence doesn't just kick off a story. It perfectly sets the stage for a fantastic lesson in both science and communication. So let's break down exactly how it works. Okay, let's dive right into the source material. It's a short play called The Puddle Puzzle, and it's actually designed to teach young kids the basic elements of drama. So before the story even gets going, the text hands you the tools you need to understand the format. It defines everything from the cast to stage directions. It's this clever little lesson within a lesson that gets the reader totally prepped for what's about to happen. And here are our players. We've got Taylor and Brandon of the brand new Miller Detective Agency and their very first clients, Carlos and Adriana. Now, the setting here is really key. A sunny spring day. The perfect kind of day for a puddle to mysteriously, disappear. So the investigation kicks off in such an interesting way. The lead detective, Taylor, she just immediately and super confidently starts heading down completely the wrong path. Taylor totally pulls rank. She takes control right away and silences her partner, Brandon, who, as we're about to see, actually has the right idea from the get-go. And right there, you've got this great little bit of drama. And this just brilliantly shows the two different ways they're thinking. Taylor's playing the part of a detective from a movie, right? She's looking for culprits and footprints and hiding spots. Meanwhile, poor Brandon is just bursting to give a scientific explanation, but he keeps getting shut down. So Taylor's big investigation hits one dead end after another, and the real question, it's still just hanging in the air. This creates the perfect moment for pivot, a point where the story has to change direction to get to the truth. And now, for the big reveal. The story shifts gears from a whodunit to a what did it. And it's all thanks to Adriana, who finally suggests they let Brandon have a chance to speak. And Brandon just breaks it down perfectly. He explains that the puddle, the liquid water they were all splashing around in, is actually just one of its three possible forms. He lays out liquid, solid, and then this mysterious third form, gas. And there it is, the core scientific principle. The real culprit wasn't a thief. The catalyst was right there in the sky the whole time, the sun. It provided the heat needed to change the water from one state to another. So simple. The play then gives this awesome process a name, which totally cements the vocabulary word for the audience. The water went into the air. This is called evaporation. It's just a crystal clear, simple, and totally memorable definition. And just like that, with one simple scientific explanation, the case of the missing puddle is officially closed. Taylor, our lead detective, finally sees the light. But, solving the puddle puzzle is really only half the story. If you look closer at the source material, you can see it's also designed to build vocabulary and teach some really important social skills. One of the cleverest parts of this whole lesson is the use of power words. See, key vocabulary isn't just mentioned in passing. It's actually defined and embedded right into the curriculum around the story. It really reinforces the learning. And this brings us to what might be the most important part, the social-emotional lesson. Taylor doesn't just accept the right answer, she actually models how to apologize and admit when you're wrong. She learns that teamwork is way more important than just being in charge. And the story ends with the team back together, their partnership even stronger than before. They solved the case together. Their detective agency is now a real team, ready for whatever comes next. So when we take a step back from the story, it becomes so clear that the puddle puzzle is way more than just a play for kids. It's a brilliant blueprint for how to explain almost anything effectively. So here's the recipe it follows, right? It hooks you with a fun mystery. It uses characters we can all relate to explore right and wrong ideas. Then it makes a sharp pivot to a super clear scientific reveal, but it doesn't stop there. It also teaches vocabulary, models good behavior, and wraps it all up on a positive, collaborative note. That is the core of brilliant communication. And really, that's our big takeaway. This little play shows us that maybe the best way to teach anything is to just wrap it up in a good puzzle. It's such a powerful reminder that a good story isn't just for entertainment. It might just be the most effective tool we have for truly understanding the world.